The European Union has made a surprising move. It has significantly increased its diplomatic and economic engagement with the Philippines. This unexpected pivot signals a potential shift in the region's geopolitical landscape. The EU's initiative has taken many by surprise, underscoring the evolving dynamics of global power. The EU's renewed interest in the Philippines is multifaceted, including enhanced trade agreements, infrastructure investments, and strategic partnerships. This engagement comes at a crucial juncture for the Philippines, which is navigating its relationship with both China and the United States. The EU's involvement adds a new layer of complexity to this dynamic. The significance of this development cannot be overstated. The Philippines, strategically located in the South China Sea, holds immense geopolitical importance. Its deep water ports and proximity to key shipping lanes make it a vital player in the region. The EU's increased presence could alter the strategic balance, potentially impacting China's influence. This evolving situation has captured the attention of policymakers and analysts worldwide. They are closely observing the unfolding dynamics and their potential ramifications. The EU's foray into the Philippines marks a new chapter in the region's geopolitical narrative. It remains to be seen how this will unfold in the coming years. The EU's pivot towards the Philippines brings three major players into focus: the EU itself, the Philippines, and China. Understanding their intricate relationships is key to grasping the significance of this geopolitical shift. The EU and the Philippines share a history rooted in trade and cultural exchange. However, their ties have recently deepened, driven by shared economic interests and security concerns. China, on the other hand, has emerged as a dominant force in the region, asserting its influence through economic might and military expansionism. This has led to tensions with the Philippines, particularly over disputed territories in the South China Sea. The EU's increased presence in the region is seen by some as a counterbalance to China's growing assertiveness. The Philippines, caught in the midst of this geopolitical tug-of-war, is seeking to safeguard its interests while maintaining a delicate balance between these powerful actors. The EU's overtures present the Philippines with an opportunity to diversify its partnerships and reduce its reliance on any single power. The evolving dynamics between these three players are shaping the geopolitical landscape of the region. The EU's engagement in the Philippines adds a new dimension to this intricate triangle of influence, creating both opportunities and challenges for all involved. The coming years will reveal how these relationships evolve. To fully comprehend the current dynamics, one must delve into the historical context of these relationships. The Philippines, once a Spanish colony, inherited a strong connection with Europe. This historical link laid the foundation for cultural exchange and trade relations that continue to this day. The EU has sought to strengthen these ties further. China's relationship with the Philippines is more complex. Centuries of trade and cultural exchange have been overshadowed by recent maritime disputes. The South China Sea, a vital waterway for global trade, has become a point of contention. China's claims over vast swathes of the sea have fueled tensions. The EU has expressed concerns over China's assertive actions in the region. The EU supports the Philippines' calls for a peaceful resolution based on international law. This shared stance on maritime security has brought the EU and the Philippines closer. Understanding this historical backdrop is essential to appreciating the complexities of the current situation. The EU's pivot towards the Philippines reflects shared values and a commitment to upholding international norms. The future of the region hinges on how these historical legacies shape the actions of these key players. The EU's decision to enhance its engagement with the Philippines is a calculated move driven by several factors. The EU recognizes the Philippines' economic potential and opportunities for European investors. The Philippines' young and vibrant population presents attractive opportunities for European businesses. The EU aims to tap into this potential while promoting sustainable growth. The EU is also concerned about China's growing assertiveness in the Indo-Pacific. China's military presence and territorial claims have raised alarms in Europe. The EU sees its partnership with the Philippines as a way to promote regional stability. This pivot is part of the EU's strategy to diversify partnerships and reduce reliance on any single power. The EU seeks to forge its own path in a multipolar world. Its engagement with the Philippines is a testament to this strategic shift. The EU's pivot aims to secure economic interests and promote its values in the Indo-Pacific. This shift could reshape the regional balance of power and impact China's calculations in the South China Sea. While the EU's pivot towards the Philippines presents potential benefits for both sides, it is not without its challenges. China views the EU's growing presence in the region with suspicion, perceiving it as a potential threat to its interests. China has warned against external interference in the South China Sea dispute and has urged the EU to stay out of what it considers its backyard. The EU's engagement with the Philippines also risks complicating the delicate balance Manila has tried to maintain between China and the United States. The Philippines, a long-standing US ally, has sought to improve ties with China in recent years, driven by economic pragmatism. The EU's entry into the equation adds another layer of complexity to this balancing act. Moreover, the EU's own internal divisions could pose challenges to its engagement in the region. The EU is not a monolithic entity, and its member states often have differing views on foreign policy. Maintaining unity and coherence in its approach towards the Philippines will be crucial for the EU's success. Despite these challenges, the EU's engagement with the Philippines holds immense strategic importance. The EU's success in navigating these troubled waters will depend on its ability to manage China's concerns, maintain a cohesive approach, and work closely with the Philippines to address shared challenges. Despite the potential for friction, there are ongoing efforts to address tensions and find a harmonious path forward. The EU has consistently emphasized its commitment to dialogue and cooperation with China. The EU seeks to engage China in constructive dialogue on issues of common interest, including maritime security, trade, and climate change. The Philippines, for its part, has adopted a delicate balancing act. It seeks to leverage its relationships with the EU, China, and the United States to advance its own national interests. This involves pursuing economic cooperation with China while strengthening security ties with the US and the EU. ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, also plays a crucial role in fostering regional stability. ASEAN provides a platform for dialogue and cooperation among its member states, including the Philippines. The EU has actively engaged with ASEAN to promote regional integration and address shared challenges. Finding a sustainable solution to the South China Sea dispute remains a priority. All parties involved recognize the importance of maintaining peace and stability in this vital waterway. The EU supports a rules-based approach, urging all parties to adhere to international law and resolve disputes through peaceful means. The EU's pivot towards the Philippines has significant implications extending far beyond the region itself. It underscores the EU's growing assertiveness on the global stage. The EU, long seen as a primarily economic power, is increasingly stepping up its role in international affairs, seeking to shape the global order. The EU's actions also highlight the shifting dynamics of global power. With the rise of China and the relative decline of the United States, the international system is undergoing a period of profound transformation. The EU's engagement in the Indo-Pacific is a testament to this shifting landscape. Moreover, the EU's pivot towards the Philippines underscores the growing importance of the Indo-Pacific region in global affairs. The region is home to some of the world's fastest-growing economies, and its strategic importance is undeniable. The EU's actions reflect the growing recognition of the Indo-Pacific's centrality to global security and prosperity. In a nutshell, the EU's pivot towards the Philippines is a microcosm of the larger geopolitical shifts underway. It highlights the EU's growing global role, the shifting balance of power, and the increasing importance of the Indo-Pacific region. The world is watching closely as these dynamics continue to unfold. The EU's strategic pivot towards the Philippines is a developing story with far-reaching implications. The evolving relationships between the EU, the Philippines, and China will shape the geopolitical landscape of the Indo-Pacific region for years to come. The outcome of this complex interplay of interests and ambitions remains uncertain. Will the EU's engagement contribute to greater stability in the region? Or will it exacerbate tensions with China? How will the Philippines navigate its relationships with these powerful actors? These are just some of the questions that will shape the unfolding narrative. This evolving situation demands close scrutiny and informed analysis. Understanding the historical context, the motivations of the key players, and the potential consequences is essential for comprehending the significance of this geopolitical shift. The world is watching as this story unfolds, eager to understand its impact on the global order. To delve deeper into this intricate web of relationships and explore the potential outcomes of the EU's bold move, further research and analysis are encouraged. The future of the Indo-Pacific region hangs in the balance, and understanding these dynamics is crucial for navigating the complexities of the 21st century. Stay informed on these critical developments. Subscribe and follow for more updates on this evolving story.